Hey there guys, Robert here, and welcome to episode 943 of Logo History. For this episode, we're going to have a look at Budweiser. Let's take a look at the short bio. Those of you who don't know what Budweiser is. It is a beer company that was introduced in 1876 in St. Louis, Missouri. It was manufactured by Anheuser-Busch, sorry for the awful pronunciation there, and their website is Budweiser.com. Unfortunately, I am not going to be going on that website for you guys because when I went on the website, it says do not share content with those under 21. So yeah, sorry about that, folks. But yeah, now without further ado, let's get started. 1876 to 1942, there's a lot going on. We have a banner, and it has some script. Well, it has some script on the top that I can't even read. And in the center of that banner, there's a red oval with red letter C's on it. And below that banner is a tan and red rectangle with some script that I also can't read all that well because it's very pixelated. I can probably read the first one, Budweiser Lager beer, but yeah, that's about it. 1910 to 1945. Now there's way too much going on here. We have the banner from last time, and also some eagles, with like orange shapes on it. And there's a tan rectangle at the bottom with some script that I, once again, cannot read because it's pixelated. Budweiser Lager beer is probably all I can read. And there's also the words genuine or genuine on it. And yeah, all these things are inside this red rectangle with tan outline. 1999 to 2010, I think this is pretty much like a continuation from like the previous logo. The banner basically became different colors, like, with this one was like more like gold and blue, and then this one's like more white, yellow, and blue. And like the text, kind of changed, like it became bigger. The word Budweiser became more bigger and also more easy to read. It has the slogan "King of Beers" on it. And we have some eagles on the top corners, and there's also the words genuine in white text on it, and all these things are inside this red rectangle, and it also has white outline compared to the previous logo, which had a tan outline. 1936 to 1947. So here we have a black circle with like these really cool black shapes, in this and a circle, in the center that kind of reminds me of that mini car logo. And in the circle part of that logo, there's a bald eagle going through the letter A. It's trying to go through the letter A, and it's currently not working. And there's some like 5 black circles at the top and bottom of that part of the logo here. And below that, we have the word Budweiser in black text. And below the word Budweiser is the words Lager beer in red script. And all of these things are inside this white brick background. 1945 to 1987 and 2020 to the present. This reminds me of the older logos. Thankfully, it's not pixelated this time, but with the banner this time, I don't think I can read the top text very well. I see the words "the world renowners" on it as well. And below the banner, we have the words Budweiser and King of Beers in blue text. And below those words, we have some script that reads, brewed by our original process from the choicest hops, rice, and best barley malt. That was pretty weird to read. And below that, we have the words, the largest selling beer in the world in blue text. And then we have Anheuser-Busch Inc. at the bottom as well. And below that, we have the names of some cities like St. Louis, Newark, Los Angeles, Tampa, Houston, and Columbus. And next, and like on the sides of that top banner from earlier, we have some eagles inside some white squares. And we also have the words genuine once again. And all of these things are inside this red rectangle with white outline. 1947 to 1948, we have a red rectangle, and it has an eagle at the top and some squiggly lines that kind of look like clouds. And we also have the words "we" feature in gold text. And below that, we have the words Budweiser, drought, and beer in white text with gold outline. And below the words drought, beer, we have the slogan "It lives with good taste" in gold text. And yeah, the red rectangle also has a white outline and black outline as well. 1948 to 1952, we have a black circle with some hands holding beers. And below the hands holding beers, we have the word Budweiser in red text. And below the word Budweiser, we have an eagle with the letter A, and surrounding that A is some red feathers, I believe, and and all these things are inside this white brick background. Once again, 1952 to 1955, we have a weird looking red shape with a black outline that kind of looks like a guitar pick a little bit, and we have the eagle with the letter A from earlier, except it's like all like red with white outline. And below the eagle, we have the words Budweiser as well as the slogan King of Beers in white text. And all of these things are inside this white brick background again. 1955 to 1957, we have a red rectangle with the eagle on it and the words Budweiser and the slogan King of Beers in white text. And we also have like two separate rectangles, one white and the other dark gray, with some white, dark gray, and yellow and green shapes. Half of them are rhombuses and the other half are like little circles. And all these things are inside this black rectangle. 1957 to 1961, we have a white rectangle with black outline, and inside of it we have a green triangle next to the eagle again. And below that we have a weird looking red bow tie shape with the word Budweiser in white text. And below that we have two triangles, one green and one gold, that are kind of like conjoined with each other. And in the green triangle, we have the word king in gold text. And in the gold triangle, we have the words of beers in green text. 1961 to 1963, we have the word Budweiser in white text inside of the weird bow tie looking shape again from earlier. And all of these things are inside this white rectangle with black outline, and it also has some weird looking blue and orange shapes on it. Or is that gold? I don't know. 1963 to 1968, we have the word Budweiser in red, purple, and green text, and it's inside a white rectangle with black outline. Thankfully, way less things to say about it. 1968 to 1987, we have the word Budweiser in white text, and it's inside this red bow tie shape. 1987 to 1999, a lot of things going on again, but thankfully I can actually read it this time. On the top of the banner it says, "This is the famous Budweiser beer. We know of no brand produced by any other brewer which costs so much to brew and age. Our exclusive Beechwood aging produces a taste, a smoothness, and a drinkability you will find in no other beer at any price." And yeah, it's in blue text. On the sides of the banner, we have the words "the world renowned" in blue text, and same thing goes for Budweiser and Lager beer. and we have like the eagle logo on like 2 white squares on the top corners, and below that banner we have a white rectangle with the word Budweiser in blue text, and the slogan King of Beers in blue text. And we have some blue script which says, brewed by our original all-natural process using the choicest hops, rice, and best barley malt. And below that, we have the words, world's largest selling beer in red text. And below that, we have the words Anheuser-Busch Inc. And St. Louis, Missouri, USA, and dark blue script. And once again, we have the words genuine or genuine in white text as well. And all these things are inside this red rectangle. 1987 to 1994, pretty much the same logo as this one, except it's, the bow tie became more slanted and it has some drop shadow added onto it. And likewise, the word Budweiser became more italicized, and it also has some black drop shadow on it. 1994 to 1999, we have the word Budweiser in white text inside of a bow tie shape. And below the bow tie, we have the word beer in red text. And to the left of that word, we have the French word for beer, bière. 1996 to 1999, we have an indecipherable shape with black outline, and it has a green circle with the eagle on it. And below that, we have the word Budweiser in white text with a gold outline. And below that, we have the words classic American lager or lager in white text. 1997 to 1999, we have the word Budweiser in white text with blue drop shadow, and it's inside this red bow tie shape with blue outline as well. And all these things are inside this pretty cool looking light blue and white background. 1999 to the present, we have the word Budweiser in red script. 1999 to 2011, we have the word Budweiser in white script, and it's in front of this red bow tie looking shape, which looks even better than ever. And on the top of the bow tie shape is a yellow or orange or gold crown. And here is the entirely red version, and here is just the word mark. And here's the version where it only just says Bud, and it has the slogan on it. 2011 to 2016, the word Budweiser is in white script with gold outline once again. And the red bow tie also has some dark red stripes and also gold outline as well. And that bow tie also has some white outline as well. And there's also a crown on it, like with the last logo as well. And here's the version with the slogan King of Beers. And yep, 2016 to the present, we have the word Budweiser in white script inside of this simplistic looking red bow tie shape. And here's the version with just the word mark. And here's the icon. And here is the can. And finally, 2017 to the present. Finally, the last logo in this entire video. Pretty much the same thing as the previous logo, except, the bow tie shape looks even more simplistic, and the word Budweiser is no longer in script. All right, finally, that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Logo History, and I'll see you on Tuesday for a brand new episode. Stay tuned for episode 944-76. Bye for now.